Yes,
This
Yeah,
sir.
conference will now be
my voice is
recorded.
clear, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let us understand first what is a CPM and what is the business process available in CPM. Okay, and what are the technical perspective, what are the technical names and all within a CPM. Okay, so I'll just give you some generic idea where exactly the CPM required. Okay, and apart from that, I'll explain from one PPT, that is the technical things which we need to go through before going for any implementation. Okay, so basically in project system or any projects, we are having a three different types of projects. First is investment project. So first is a customer project, another is an investment project, and third is a cost project. So let me explain this first, and then I'll go to the CPM. I'll jump to the direct CPM part. So basically, whenever we are going for any pre-sales or any implementation to my client, so first of all, I'm explaining what is the customer project, what is the investment project, what is the cost project, what are the processes has to be included in it, and in which modules it will be implemented. So let's say if I'm going to implement any investment project. So I'll say that in investment project, there will not be any customer. It will be only investment for my organization. So I have to understand the concept of ROI and how I can implement with the help of available modules in SAP. So for that, SAP has recommended investment management and project system. So you can define investment program, you can define the positions, you can, whenever you are starting any idea or any proposal, before that to analyze everything, you can start it through appropriation request. Once it is finalized, then you can replicate it to the project. So this is the standard way which is given by SAP. If you are going for the customer project, in that case customer will be in the picture, means you are the organization who is providing the product or services to your clients. So it means you will have a revenue in picture, you will have a revenue in the process, and in SAP you need to you need to implement this process in PS along with the sales and distribution. So if any client is asking for any proposal, like if they are asking for a request for proposal, they are sending us. So our main jobs to maintain it in the inquiry, as inquiry in sales and distribution. With reference to that, we can create a project, and then we can do market analysis. Based on that analysis, we can prepare the cost, which we can do it in easy cost planning. Then if we can roll up, we can copy it to the sales price. There we can maintain our additional things, and then we can propose it through quotation to my customer. So this solution is available in core system. Third is the cost project. In cost project, we don't have any idea whether it will be investment or will it be any product or services which we can provide to our customer. So it is completely cost and we need to incur. And in that case, we have to plan the cost and we have to just incur the cost and we can settle it to the cost center. It's just idea about all these three type of projects. There is another type of projects which we call it is a turnaround project or outage projects, where we can manage a complete maintenance of my factory or my plant in a form of project. Okay, so we can create a project, we can link my network and activities to the my plant maintenance order. Okay, we can still schedule project, and along with that my maintenance order or also can be scheduled. So that is a fourth type of projects. So whenever we are going for any implementation to my client, every time we are saying that this is a customer project, it has to be done in the PS and PSD. It's your investor project, we have to go through the IM and PS. So different combinations we are explaining to our customer as per the requirement of business. So sometimes business is also confused that project is project for me, why they are again and again explaining IM in this process and SD in this process. So to make it simple, SAP has given one term, EPPM, Enterprise Portfolio Project Management. So what they're saying, that we are providing the solution of your all type of project within an EPPM, Enterprise Portfolio Project Management. So what is that EPPM basically? And this concept they have started with S4 HANA. Okay, so here in EPPM, basically we are having three modules. One is investment. Sorry, we are having three modules. First is a PPM, Portfolio Project Management. Second is project system. And third one is CPM, Commercial Project Management. So by implementing this complete package, we can provide all type of solution. Okay, we'll not say whether you bought the license of CPM or not, or project system or not, or portfolio project management or not. So everything we can achieve within this package, but the licensing, again, the licensing will be the separate. It is a separate thing. So for CPM, license is different, the PPM license is different, and project system that comes within the core. Okay. So yeah, and PPM and CPM are as an add-on. Like before S4 HANA, we were have a choice to keep PPM or CPM as a separate installation. Means we were have a functionality. This is my ECC core system, and we will have a like this is your PPM or CPM. That could be a separate server. Okay, or you could keep the same system as a add-on on ECC. So it was a choice how you want to take it, because like if you are keeping on ECC, so you need to think security perspective, or you need to think data perspective. So there were different reasons to keep as add-on. But now in S4 HANA, in your latest system, it is always as add-on. Okay, we don't have any chance to keep as a separate server now. Okay, so in this concept of EPPM, we are covering all type of projects. PPM is for investment project. PS is for core system, where you are getting, you are planning your cost, or you are planning for your project and you are doing execution, then you are closing the project. And CPM is to take care all your customer project requirement. But we are not saying that PPM cannot be implemented for the customer project, or CPM cannot be implemented for investment project, but it's the best suitable for their respective areas. Let's say if I'm saying portfolio project management, we can, it's the best suitable for investment project. We can use it for the customer project also. So this part is clear?
Yes, Rama. Only one point you mentioned that in the previous ERPs like ECC, we can have an add-on, and that point a little bit dicey for me. So you are saying that that can also possible that in the core itself, like, we can have CPM.
You see, now in the same server,
Okay.
top
Hmm.
on your core, your
Mm-hmm.
core ECC, you can keep your CPM or PPM. Okay, but before S4 HANA, we were have a functionality to keep as a separate server also. So to keep a separate server, let's say if we are implementing CPM, so in most
Okay.
in some of organization, they were keeping as a separate server. They were
Okay.
not installing on top on the same server.
Top on the system.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that,
Okay. Fine.
so it was a choice, like you want to keep as
Mhm.
add-on, or you want to keep as a separate server.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Now in new system, it is always as a add-on. You
Embedded.
have to keep on the
It is
same system.
embedded one. Yeah, it is
Embedded.
embedded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it. Got it.
So in CPM, we are having three different subcomponents to manage our different process steps. Okay, first is workspace, second is a cost and revenue planning, and third is a issue and change management. Okay, so just second, let me open one PPT. It will help you to understand. Mhm. Yeah. So here I'll explain. I'll jump directly to the component here. Okay. So the product name of CPM is CACPD. Okay. So if you are communicating, if you want to communicate to your basis that what is the component to be installed for the CPM, okay, that is the CACPD. Okay. Or if you want to just check whether this component is active or not, so you need to communicate to your basis team to check whether CACPD is activated or not. You can also check if you are having a authorization. Okay, so this CACPD component is having two software component. One is CPD 200, another is a PICM 200. Okay, so this CPD 200 basically it's again divided in two subcomponent. One is a project workspace, another is a project cost and revenue planning. So it means if you are installing only this CPD 200, you will get the project workspace and project cost and revenue planning combinedly. Second one is PICM. If you are installing standalone PICM 200, it means you will get project issue and change management. So the subcomponent technical name for project workspace, it is a CACPD WS. You can check in system. Another is a project cost and revenue planning, CACPD FP, financial planning. Okay, similarly, here project issue and change management is CACPD PICM, project issue and change management, PICM, and WS is workspace. So basically, workspace is for the cross project view to give you the complete 360 view of your projects. Okay, and project cost and revenue planning is to do the cost and revenue planning for my master project. In this cost and revenue planning, your BW and your analysis office will be integrated along with your ECC core. So I'll just give you one gist. What is the exactly we have in the project cost and revenue planning? Then I'll take you to from the first point. Why I am explaining this, because it's a very complicated part. It's just a very important part to understand here. Okay, basically the CPM is known for its cost and revenue planning. Okay, so what we can do, this is your CPM system. Okay, you can open your Excel like sheet here. It's a, we call it a workbook. Okay, so this is your cost, I can say it's a workbook. So workbook is a form where you can get the detail from the CPM. Let's say you are having a project here, your master project is created in CPM here. I'm jumping directly on next point, but it will be clear to you. Okay, so let's say you are
Yeah,
having a master project here, and for this master project you want to create a bid document. So you can copy the definition of the CPM project here in this workbook, and whatever the master data you are having in your ECC system. Master data means your activity type, right? Your cost, which is maintained in KP26, okay, or your information of material, or if you are having any expense type which is defined here in CPM master project, expense type. You can all these things pull up here in the workbook. So when you are pulling the information here in the workbook, it is via BW. So whenever you are pulling the information from ECC, from your code system to workbook, it will come via BW. Means your data has to be loaded in BW from ECC. Okay, then from BW, it will appear here in workbook. So to become a good consultant in CPM, we should know the CPM, our commercial project management, whatever the functionality we have, along with the basics of our process in ECC. Your project system process, like how you can do the procurement, purchase requisition, purchase order, how you can do the delivery, GRN, service entry sheet. So the basic process should be clear. Apart from that, as a revenue, sales and distribution, inquiry quotation, sales and distribution, sales order, and billing request. Okay, and how we are doing the invoice. So the things should be clear in this side also. Sorry, we should know the basics of BW, means what is the master data available in BW, okay, and how we can load the values from ECC to BW, how we can make a changes in the available workbook. That is a part of analysis office. That is another component which can be installed on your local machine, or it can be on server. You can access directly through remote access. Okay, so you need to know this part also. And in BW, because all the details we are fetching in the CPM via BW through different queries. So at least the basics, how we can design the query, how we can understand the queries, how we can load the data, okay, and if we are keeping any additional field in my process, how we can took how we can take it into the BW. So all these basic things we should know, okay. But if you are not comfortable in that case, you can ask to a BW consultant, okay, that's not a problem, because BW is very vast area. Apart from that, this BW is a part of CPM. This is not a separate system here, okay. Don't think it is a separate server we need to install somewhere. BW will be there, I need to connect CPM to BW. No, it's a internal stake. It is an internal part of CPM. We used to call it as a analytics, okay. So BW analytics will be there available in CPM system itself. Okay. So why this the cost and revenue planning is important and complicated, because of this scenario only. Otherwise, the things are in very sequential way in the CPM system.
So that's mean Rama, we have a little small BW in the core itself, in the
Correct.
and right? Okay, okay,
Correct. Correct. The concept is same exactly. What we are doing in the standalone system, the things are the same here in this system also, CPM.
okay.
Like how you can execute the transaction RSA1, load the data, create the master data,
Hmm.
characteristics, key figures, how the data is passing through key figures. So the concept is same exactly. No difference. So what I will do, I'll cover the basics of workbook, I'll cover the basics of BW, and I'll cover the complete CPM. Okay, but ECC, I'll just directly jump to the data. Let's say if I need to get some data directly in my master project from sales order. So I'll not go the
Right,
I'll not
right.
go through the complete
That's
process
okay.
of sales order. I'll just create it, or I'll just get it whatever the
I
available
got.
data is. Okay.
I will manage, I guess, that one.
Yeah. Okay. So now coming to the process, what is the process we have in CPM and how we can access it? So let us understand first the access, how we can access it. CPM system we can access through NWBC, NetWeaver Business Client. That is a one way. NetWeaver Business Client. All right. Sorry. Okay, you can access through Fury. So you can access through Fury apps, or you can access through Fury link also. Okay, so these are the three way to access. So as you are aware about NWBC, we will have the full functionality available in NWBC only. So our practice and our explanation will be here in NWBC only. Fury apps I'll show you in last. What are the standard Fury apps are available in CPM? That will be only explanation, because the in system it is very difficult to configure. Difficult, not difficult exactly, because this system speed is very slow. Okay, because it's taken for the practice only. So sometimes it's very difficult to manage the data, but I'll explain how what are the technical things required to configure with the Fury apps. Okay, but our all practice and sessions will be based on the NWBC only. Now next step, how we can access the different transactions in CPM. Okay, this is the same things which I explained just now. Do you have some idea of PPM, Portfolio Project Management?
Yeah, I have little bit idea. Yes.
So when we are going to access any screen, or you can say any transactions in PPM, or any client which is or any module which where we are accessing it through NWBC, we need to define some rules. Okay,
Yes.
so
Right. I know.
for PPM and CPM, already SAP has given some standard rule to access
Mhm.
a particular screen or transactions, you can say.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
so as per the installation, here you are having a choice to install the system, whether you want to use project workspace along with the cost and revenue planning, or you want to install all three together: workspace, revenue planning, and issue and change management, or standalone you want to use project issue and change management. Sometimes you will see the scenario where CPM is bought by the client, but they are not aware what exactly they want to implement within it. But already जो ऐसे पी है वो चेप चुका है उन्हें, ठीक है. So that finally they are going for only issue and change management. Okay,
Right.
they,
Got
it can be used, it's very good here. And apart from that, you will see very good functionality in CPM, which is really as per the this concept of PMI. Like in PMI, we are having different scope areas, right? We have we need to define the planning, we need to define the communication, risk management. So risk plan we can prepare here. We can prepare
right.
issue and change management plan we can prepare here. So everything is like how we are having in the PMI. Okay,
Uh,
so sometimes if any client is asking, few of things we can recommend from the CPM side, that it is as per the PMI side, PMI like PMI requirement, and you can implement all these things. Okay, so as per the installation of CPM system, we need to choose the rules. Okay, so here you can see there are two rules. One is for project manager, another is for user. So here to access the project workspace user, it is a root SAP SRCPD PWS user one. For project cost and revenue planning user, it is a SAP SRCPD PFP user one. But composite role is this one, SAP BPR CPD user one. All these detail you can get in the user admin guide, CPM user admin, CPM admin guide. That is a free. If you can download from Google, that's okay. Otherwise, I'll also send it to you. Okay, so all the steps of installation is also written. Whatever the role you need to consider in different scenario, that is already clear there. Okay. Sorry. The next is standard role project manager. This is a standard role for project manager, and this is a standard role for project manager when project issue and change management deployed with CACPD. Means you are using three all component together, all three component, and this is the role when you are using only project workspace and project cost and revenue planning. Similarly, this is for project manager when project issue and change management deployed as a standalone. So if you are, this is only for workspace and cost revenue, this is for all three, and this is only for issue and change management. So I kept all these activities differentiated here in different slides, but it's okay, we can discuss it later on, or I will just send this PPT to you, you just go through of it, it's a simple thing. So now coming to the process, what we are having the process in CPM. Okay, let me show you the system first. Okay, 1 second. So once you will enter here NWBC, okay, here you will get this screen NWBC. Okay, you click here. So in this you need to click here commercial project overview. Now you can see the cross project view. Here you can see all your data. So let's say you as a project manager, you can see all the project assigned to you, or your navigated project, your last navigated project, you can have a list here. Okay. So in this view you can see the 360 information, means whatever the additional information or some basic information you want to keep on this screen. These are the categories here: favorite, last access to my projects, and real estate. So favorites, last access, and my projects, these are the standard categories. You cannot change it, but you can add your own categories also here. Let's say if you are managing 3 or 4 different type of projects and you want to categorize like oil and gas projects, okay, or real estate project, or utility projects, so you can create a different categories here, and when you are navigating your projects you can add your projects in their particular category. Okay, so it will be easy to you to just analyze the data. Okay, so you can create your own categories. Okay, apart from that, your favorite, whatever the projects you are keeping in favorite, you can add, it will be available here in favorite. Your last access project will be available here. The project to which you have assigned as a responsible person, that will come automatically here. So it is like that, like somebody has assigned your name as a responsible person in a project, so no need to search anything in the system, automatically it will come to your cross project view. Okay, and real estate, you can add any project here as per your requirement.
Rama, how many tabs we can activate here? Like real estate is one. How many other than number wise? How many we can have that?
There is no limitations here. Okay, but we need to check how much you can accommodate on your on this screen. The number of adding the categories, it is nowhere written.
Okay.
Okay, and I also did not check how much is the like maximum, how to what is the number of going for. Okay, so how and what is the information here? This is the project master project definition. It is a description. This is a customer to which you have created this project. Stage, what is the stage of project? And here you will get the KPIs. You can add the KPIs as per your requirement. So you will get a data. This is a cost, how many change requests you are having, what is the progress, what is the revenue, what is the margin, what is the earned values, what is the cost total. So maximum 7 KPIs you can keep on this screen. We are having more KPIs in option, but as per your choice, we can have only 7. So if you want to add something, you have to remove something from the list. So how you can do that? You go to option sequence settings. Sorry. Yeah, these are the KPIs available. So you can see around 27 KPIs here in standard system. So let's say if you want to add this issues. So now if I'm selecting issues, so it is showing me you can add only 7 KPIs. So it means I have to remove something here. Let's say I remove earned value. Save. So maximum I can keep only 7. You can create your own categories. How you can create? You go to here, view setting. So you can see here favorite, last access, my project, real estate project. Now I need to add one more for utility. So plus click on add, type here name, let's say utility, display, save. So now you can see here utility project. Let's say your favorite project, your last access project, you just want to move it to utility project. You click here, go to more, go to move to utility project. So now this project is available here in utility project. But you cannot move this project to my project. Let us see this. Click here, go to more, go to move to. So you will not see anything here. You are seeing only favorite or real estate project. Whereas this project is already available in utility. So that's why you will not get a utility option. Clear?
Yes, yes, Rama, very much. Yeah.
Okay. So this cross project, it's a part of workspace. Means if the workspace is not installed, this will not be available. Okay. So now how you can see the workspace? Workspace means you just let me click here. You click here and click here to view the workspace. View workspace. My throat is not okay. Since
Oh,
4 days
not
I'm
feeling
just
well? Oh my God.
uh, because this
So,
weather is changing here.
Dubai.
Ah.
Oh my God. So you can even make it brief. We can continue later. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it. Huh?
just I'll finish this part only. I'll explain this
Yeah,
workspace and I'll
yeah,
stop it. Okay.
yeah. Okay, no problem.
So here basically workspace you can consider just like a folder. For example, if I'm planning any project or if I'm managing my project within my system with Excel. So what I can do for planning, I can create one folder. For sales, I can create one folder. For document, I can create one folder. For team management, I can create a folder. So whatever the relevant Excel files I'm having, I can keep in that folder. So these folders I'm saying it's a different view, right? Let's say in commercial view, I'll keep my all sales document, my customer details, my sales order details, my inquiry and quotations detail. So I'll prepare a file, Excel file, and keep in that folder. Similarly, same concept is here, but we are saying it's a workspace. And moreover, we are providing access through the roles, concept of roles. So rest I'll come to continue later because I'm really not able to
Yeah, yeah, I can